Have you ever thought that the Nether update isn't adding enough structures? Well, I'm not surprised if you didn't, but I did. And I made 5 new concepts that I hope you'll enjoy. So sit back, relax, and watch my video. Okay, so the first structure that I built comes in 3 or more variants. I made 3 versions. And I call it the Wither Ruins. They're built out of the new block, what's it called? The Blackstone, right? So there are 3 variants: the bridge, the tower, and the ruins. Although they're all ruins, I don't know, right? It comes with 3 spawners of wither skeletons, and a pretty good chest with an obsidian block on top. So if you want, a chest with obsidian on top. So if you want the loot inside the chest, which is pretty good, you have to fight off all the skeletons or destroy the spawners, and then destroy the obsidian, which is pretty hard. So the loot, yeah, it's like a pretty good reward. It's practically a little boss battle. Not a boss battle, but whatever. Right? So the tower has 2 chests. This one, which really isn't good, but doesn't have anything on top of it. Just like enter through here. It's got a little dock. Yeah, so it's not that good. It's got the 1, 2, 3 spawners, and you climb up here, so it's pretty easy because the skeletons can't climb. And as always, you destroy the block, and you get pretty good loot too. The last one is the Wither Ruins, and they are probably the hardest because you have to destroy the obsidian, right? And then the skeletons can hit you into the lava and like burn you. The loot is pretty good as always. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So this structure is called the Piglin Camp, right? And the loot pool is medium here. Don't ask why the piglin have pork, but whatever. They even have cooked pork chop, okay? So yeah, loot pool is medium. They have some striders, and they'd probably have some hoglins in here, but I can't spawn them since the piglin went away, and the hoglin get attacked by the piglin, so yeah. So yeah, comes with this little tent, this cage for the hoglin, which is really uneven and not neat because, you know, the piglin are like freaking pigs. They don't have hands, fingers. Yeah, and they have some striders that they use to like travel around on the journey, and they have this really, really uneven log that they sit on around the campfire. Some of the structures may vary. It's kind of like a village, but this is the concept I built. This structure, I call it the Nether Portal Ruins, right? Will have an opposite version in the overworld, which is like nether spreading around, right? And its main use is to get overworld items in the nether. So, see, it's got jungle saplings, seeds, sponge, same thing here. It would be like a medium rarity in the nether, but then ultra rare in the overworlds, because it's kind of OP if you find it like early game, and it's not too OP if you find it like medium game, mid game, when you're in the nether. It comes with some watermelons and trees because, I don't know, you might want watermelons in the nether? Yeah, and some skulls. Next structure is my biggest structure that I built. It is a Piglin Village. There's a fight going on right now. That's brutal. Okay, so yes, the Piglin Village. It's a very big structure. And it'll be randomly generated, just like the villages in the Piglin camps, right? As you see, it's got some walls with their banner outside, and the banner would be like randomly generated for each village. And the middle would have this big golden block, which is a bit OP, but yeah. It would have some decent loot, not the best loot, but some pretty good loot. Like, it's got their banner, it's got some netherite boots, like more enchantment books, stuff like that, right? At the entrance, where you can only climb up in here because the piglin think that they're like superior to everyone, and they think only they can climb vines. At the entrance it says no enter because the guys don't know how to spell, and the houses are pretty simple. They don't have the best loot, but this is like the chief house. There's a chief house for each village, and the chief house is really good. And there's a weird banner, my early concept banner that I forgot to remove, whatever. And it's got a bunch of gold, which probably would be like debuffed or something, and all of this stuff. Another thing we would have to add, another thing that like Minecraft would have to add if they added the structure, is that they would have to make wither skulls not work for the wither. They'd have to create some like enchanted wither skulls or something, because I use a lot of wither skulls for decorations here, and it'd be OP if you could just like find one of these, although it'd be rare, and just like collect all these and kill the wither super early game. They got a little wart farm here, and they have some striders here, and that's about it. Oh, also they have this little like really rough, badly made mine that would have like mining materials. Crying obsidian, that's pretty cool. And yeah, let's move on to the final structure. This is the last structure for this video. Yeah, tell me if you want more of these. And I call it the Wither Burial Site, or the Wither Shrine, right? It's really similar to the Wither Ruins that I built at the beginning of the video, but it comes with 4 spawners, and if you stay here for a while, there are a lot of skeletons. I've tried. And plus, there's this massive trap, and it'll have like, they'd have like pressure plates around the building, so if the skeletons push you into a corner, all of this, it's all going off and blowing you sky high along with all the loot you can get. Hold up. Yeah, so 4 spawners, which is pretty difficult, and it's got some pretty nice decoration. The loot is really good because you have to destroy the obsidian and kill swarms and swarms of skeletons. And this would be like really, really rare. Yeah, it's like about it. It's just this impossible super duper challenge.